Yes, sir. It's Thursday night, and it is live time. Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. We were not on last week due to Thanksgiving, but we are back live and in full color tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Broadcasting on the World Wide Web on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're on the Facebook channel, please reach over, hit the like button, hit the share button, share our broadcast with all of your friends, family, neighbors, and even your enemies. And don't forget Dirt Road Sports YouTube channel. If you want to watch it on the big screen, flip that baby up and watch it on YouTube on the big 47-inch, 69-inch, 84-inch, whatever you got, watch it on that. And let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, every single episode of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show is archived in full living color. You can go back and you can watch every single episode since day one of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Man, there's enough programming on there to take you probably into the new year. And so we encourage you, anytime you need a good laugh, or you need lifting up, or you want to know something truthful, turn it on and watch a rerun of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Man, it's great to be live tonight. We welcome all of you fine folks from all over the tri-state area, all over the southeast United States, all of the United States of America, and in foreign countries. We appreciate your patronage to us here. Hope all of you had a great and happy Thanksgiving, and we welcome you back to our show tonight. And we are live in our studio right here in Enterprise, Georgia, our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and that studio that's cranking loud at turn number 3 at the Old Rocket Speedway in Dothan, Alabama, all across the great United States of America and foreign countries where it is legal and illegal for us to broadcast. 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands. And since day one, streaming loud, proud, and without shame in the great state of Baker County, Georgia. We give a big salute to all of our fine viewers up in Baker County. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know tonight it is time for the truth and nothing but the truth. Things you will not hear on the major news networks, things you will not read on Facebook or anywhere else, but you will hear them right here, first and foremost. The truth on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Remind all of you, if you don't subscribe to common sense thinking, conservative Judeo-Christian principles, then you are probably on the wrong channel. My suggestion to you would be for you to grab you a vegan smoothie and go outside and get you a mat and do you yoga for the next hour and a half, because you'll get that much out of it, because we're probably going to hurt your feelings. But if you do subscribe to our type of thinking and our principles and our moral values, then you are at the right channel. Do not touch the channel. Boys, I got a surprise for y'all tonight. You're going to be shocked.
Come on.
3 weeks running, I can't do nothing with them. Cletus on the big screen.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first ever for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Cletus's do-it-yourself at-home burn barrel crematoriums in Clio, Alabama for the low, low price of $99 cash or 3 low payments of $33.99 per month in Clio, Alabama. That is our friend Cletus's on the do-it-yourself at-home burn barrel crematorium. But it goes better than that, boys. He is running a Christmas special like he's never run before. We've given away a free small bundle of lighter knots.
Yes, sir.
We've given away a weenie roasting stick, but this December and this December only, Cletus will give you, for each burn barrel purchased, you will get 2 free thimble-sized urns to put your loved one's ashes in.
Man, that thing get them hot, won't it? It'd be vaporized. That's like a nuclear. That's like a nuclear bomb went off right next to you.
Man.
I don't even, what is that got the fillings in your teeth? Or I feel up. Some folks feel that thimble up pretty quick just with fillings in the teeth.
Could Pencil Johnson remains be put in those two thimbles? Is what I want to know.
He gonna make a hot fire himself.
You know,
we light a knot.
We got in that discussion one night on at church, and we was talking about it during Wednesday night. And can you believe one of my deacons piped up and said it'd take bigger than a 5-gallon bucket to put the preacher's ashes in?
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
It takes something bigger than a 55-gallon drum to put the preacher
in. Oh man!
Just saying.
Oh,
hey, big shout out to Cletus. Thank him. This is 3 weeks running. Man, he's had a special every week. So this week, run by this month, only this month, 2 free thimble size urns with each purchase of the burn barrel. And listen, he's got limited stock. Since he went on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, it's nonstop. He's had to go to 7 days a week. Might have to put on 2 shifts to keep up with it. But y'all go patronize him. But hey, guys, we love you. Appreciate y'all joining us. Listen, we missed y'all last week. I've had some text from somebody here on the text that said, sure glad y'all on tonight, man. We greatly missed y'all. It was like having a big Thanksgiving dinner with no dessert to watch Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show.
Oh, my goodness.
That was mighty fine, mighty fine.
Nice. That's nice. Floyd.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you got your check from the folks at the creek yet?
I ain't got no check. I ain't got. What you talking about? Like a copyright check deal?
Copyright. That's right. Consultant fee.
Well, yeah, I'm waiting on 2. Really,
at least 2.
They come through when they close out the fiscal year. They'll come through with something.
Yeah,
they don't want to know what my Social Security number was.
Well, he did 2 weeks of the give thanks. Thank the Lord for everything. Mm-hmm. He did 2, maybe 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks for that, and then last Sunday it was the impossibility.
He came up with the big one last Sunday. That must have been the grand finale. Subject matter. The subject matter today is. And he gonna say, "Well, wait a minute, preacher. Why you say that, preacher? What are you talking about, preacher?" Oh, we love it, man. I testify to him. I watch him on Sunday morning. I watched Jimmy Swagger a little while. They playing that pump organ over there, playing it and singing. Man, you talk about some singing. Then I turn old Marvin on. I'll get him. I get Marvin in there. We get right in there from the beginning to end, from cover to cover. I get him, pick him up. Yeah. I see him on my big TV. I got about a 36-inch TV is what I got. I see him on there. On that. What do you call it? YouTube channel. You know, we got our own, like Marvin talking about, we got our own YouTube channel. Y'all
every episode. Yeah. Every episode.
We started in 2020 sometime, didn't we, Marvin?
Yeah, April. I think April will be March or April will be. We'll have our 5-year anniversary coming up.
What we need to do is go back and like rerun some of them shows and just rerun the shows. You know, like if we ain't feeling good or something on Thursday night, just rerun one of them. It'd be it's basically about the same thing. We ain't been. None of us have been in no transgender meeting or transgender. Dress show, so it's about the same thing. But anyway, it's a non-ending subject. It's perpetual, the same thing. Stupid people doing the same stupid thing. Mm-hmm. So anyway.
Yeah. Hey, you're talking about church just a while ago. I want to put this up, and I want us to give a shout out to the people at in Abbeville as well as Abbeville First Baptist Church. Y'all be in prayer for those people. That sanctuary, 190 years old, lost completely. I think Charlie, you've been over there. You said there's really nothing left at all.
No.
Yeah. This happened. Yesterday morning, is that right? Early yesterday morning.
The call went in night before last. I guess about 11 o'clock. A policeman on patrol saw the smoke, and that's where he turned it in. But 180-something-year-old sanctuary. The Family Life Center was saved, and that will be where they'll have Sunday service at 10 o'clock, 10:30, I believe it is, Sunday morning from here
Wow.
on out.
Wow.
Will be in their Family Life Center. It did not,
Man.
it didn't have any major damage to it, is what I was told.
Charlie, isn't that the church that about 10 years ago they had a 40-year-old preacher that fell dead with a heart attack playing basketball?
Yep.
Lord
You're right.
have mercy. Y'all be in prayer for the people at Abbeville First Baptist Church. Pray for them. I just pray the Lord will be with them through this. I know their pastor had posted a video today, and that's a pretty hard thing to overcome. And I know it's just a building, but there's a lot of memories wrapped up in 180 something years there, and so let's keep those folks in prayer. I hate it to see that. I pray, and I know they'll do an investigation. I pray that it was not arson.
Yes.
And I pray that it was, just something that happened, faulty wiring or whatever. I pray that it was not arson.
Don't know, but a lot of time in these older structures like that, even though they update wiring and stuff like that, those things become an issue in older buildings from time to time.
You're talking about arson and all that. I guess y'all know about the United Healthcare CEO that was executed on the sidewalk of New York City yesterday. It had to be a planned deal. And I saw my cousin had posted something about it today. Did you know there's some left-wing loon that is celebrating the fact that guy was murdered?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I don't doubt it. That doesn't surprise me.
Said that insurance executives are evil and all this, and that it was a natural occurrence is basically what she said, she was celebrating the fact that he was executed on the sidewalk in New York City.
Kind of like she thought you ought to have a purge against people like that. Maybe just a purge, go ahead and eliminate them, wipe them out and everything, and then start, from scratch all over again when that day. We got some sick people in this country. We got some weird people in this country, and they walking amongst us.
Yes, sir.
Thankfully, we outvoted them this November. We outvoted them, and when we set for maybe 2 years, maybe if that long, if these daggone stupid Republicans don't. And they've already started with the circular fire squad. I was listening to Joni Ernst. She's the senator from Iowa, and she's not as conservative as she pretends to be. Look at her voting record. And she was talking about she had all kind of issues with that Pete Hegseth. Of course, he's a decorated war hero, fought in Afghanistan and Iraq, everywhere. As a young man, he was in the Army, and you know what young men in the Army are subject to do, young single men in the Army, you know what they're subject to do? Sometimes they subject to maybe over-imbibe a little bit, maybe do some stupid things. A young first-age man that's been in Iraq or Afghanistan somewhere fighting for his life, maybe sometimes he might imbibe a little bit too much. But Miss Ernst, I'd like to tell you, I wish she would be listening to me tonight. But Miss Ernst doesn't understand exactly what's going on here. See, Miss Ernst is not the president. She doesn't get to pick and choose who the cabinet members are. See,
there you go.
The incoming president gets to pick his incoming cabinet, and don't think that he just somebody walked by with a hat with some names in it, and he reached in the hat and pulled out Pete Hegseth's name. That did not happen. He gave deep thought to it. A lot of people in his administration, a lot of policymakers, a lot of people that are probably a lot smarter than Joni Ernst. They made that decision as who to pick, and they already had it figured out how he would play into Trump's plan. See, Trump's got a plan. It's like a head football coach. Bear Brown always had a game plan going in. Big game against Penn State or against Auburn or somebody like that. He knew who he was going to start at quarterback and fullback and running back and defensive back. See, he had a plan. That was Bear Bryant. He had a plan to win the game, and he won most all of the games that he played. He won them because he had a plan, and he had players on his team that would listen to him and implement the plan and win the game. Feel about it. with Trump with his cabinet nominees. Now we talked about this the other night. We talked about this deal with Matt Gaetz. I think Trump had a plan for him. I really think Trump's plan was to get him out of the picture permanently, and that worked out. But this deal with Hegseth and these others that he's got in there, like that Pam Bondi, the Attorney General from Florida, they coming after every one of them. Democrats are coming after every one of them that's got their name on there. So listen, let's Miss Ernst, if you will, when you get to be president of the United States, you pick your cabinet members that you want to put out there before him. And in the meantime, just shut up and vote like you ought to vote. That's just
another thing, Floyd. I think people with a little bit of common sense understand, but a lot of the establishment does not understand, is that Trump is picking folks that are not country club members of Washington, D.C. They are not part of what we now know there is a deep state. Right. They're not part of that. This is a new generation of people to try to get the country back to where it needs to be, not in the hands of a bunch of freaks that we've seen, are people who are obligated to other people because they've been obligated to other people for their public careers of 50 years. Take the outgoing president as an example. And then you can look at your Mitch McConnell's on the Republican side. I don't want to say it's Democrats because it's both sides that need a purging, if you will, and get things where they should be.
Well, you say Ernst. Let me get back to her just for a minute, Marvin. Then I'll be done. Ernst, there's not a better senator for people like us in the United States Senate than Tommy Tuberville. She has voted against him. She has been a stumbling block to things that Tommy Tuberville, and there's not a more straightforward man in the United States Senate, and nobody that's no smarter than Tommy Tuberville. She's been a stumbling block to him on several issues. Don't read up on it. Just check it out for yourself. Don't listen to me, but check it out for yourself. But Miss Ernst can cause some problems now. She can definitely cause some problems. Her with some of them other ladies, that Susan Collins up there from Maine, and that what's her name? The
Murkowski.
From
Alaska.
It can cause some problems.
And you know, Floyd, I read a couple of articles, and I just got a news that came over my phone. I just wanted to share that hopefully this election has stimulated some change in the mindsets of some of the Americans. Listen to this. Black Church Coalition calls for Al Sharpton to be suspended from MSNBC over moral stain of taking $250,000 from the Harris campaign.
Hallelujah.
Hey, Al's all about the buddy. Hey, anybody that can't figure that out, man, anybody can't figure that out, you don't need no car keys if you can't figure out what Al Sharpton's all about. You dangerous.
That's it.
And you don't need no car keys, and you don't need to be signing no note nowhere because you ain't going to pay it back. Ziggy B's Seafood, one of my favorite places in the whole world. Ziggy B's Seafood Market right here in Colquitt, Georgia. Good fresh shrimp. Look at that. Oysters, she's got some of them good half bags, some of them good whole bags of oysters, single oysters, clean oysters, some of the best salmon, freshest salmon you ever had in your life. Crawfish. If you want you some crawfish, go by there and get you a bucket full of them crawfish because it'll take a bucket full to fill you up. Get you a bucket full of them crawfish. And I seen something else on there, on that picture that just popped up there, Marvin. Some of y'all might not have seen it. It stayed up. That's so short. Them frog legs, y'all see them frog legs right there on the right in that tray there. Where in the world else you gonna go and find frog legs? It's fresh like that. I don't know where them frogs come from. I don't know if they come out of the Jarrett Pond or the Knife Pond or wherever they come from, but they come here and tell you, oysters, elderberry wine, that's elderberry wine, that's elderberry elixir right there. Some good stuff, make you feel good all over. Y'all go see a Ziggy B Seafood Market right there on Main Street, on West Main Street in Colquitt, Georgia.
And tomorrow, guess what tomorrow is at Ziggy B's?
Probably the low country bowl night.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Well, let me.
Yes, sir.
Let me throw that up.
Go up there. Mm-hmm.
Let me throw that up there.
Throw it up there.
I saw her. She posted it today. That's it.
Go call her right there, 758-5430. Call her and get your order in. She'll have it ready for you to pick it up whenever you get ready.
All right, Charlie, I got a few of your pictures here I was going to throw up here. There's looks like a spec catch.
Oh, yeah. The South Henry Fish Mutilators Incorporated, the team of Griffin and Taylor, went back over to the river and got what seems to be a live well slam full of some pretty crappie speckled perch.
How many of them was it fishing? Two. What's the limit on them things?
Oh, they were under the limit, but I think
that was a small live box, that live well.
Yeah, small live well.
There you go. I just checked it. I didn't know. I didn't know what
no. He's gonna be a game warden yet. Go ahead. Now, if you've seen what you thought was everything in a parade, how many parades have you seen with a portable commode in it?
Ooh. Was that they followed Joe Biden around over there and then go with that
thing? Actually, that's the Bo Weevil Monument you see in the background. That's the Enterprise Christmas parade.
Lord help.
You can't make it up.
Hey, guys, let me show you this. This happened this week out in the West. Black steers weighing 375 brought 470 a pound, 1762 a head for a 375 pound.
Lord have mercy.
$1,762 for a 375 pound yearling. Ooh,
that's unreal right there now.
Hey,
how much?
Let me make this. It's a good time to be in the cow business if you got plenty of good feed for them. Yeah. If you ain't got no feed for them, if you ain't got no grazing, ain't no winter grazing coming along, and you ain't got no good quality hay, and you ain't got no cotton seed, and you ain't got no silage, it ain't a good time to be in the cow business. Not right now.
There's a shortage on the grazing for sure.
Grazing is awful.
Yeah, they ain't none.
It's awful.
Boys, look at here. Pickle Farms, Charles Pickle. Fried peanuts, fried pecans. Man, they're going to have them for Christmas in packages, ready for consumption. Pickles perfection.
You got Charles's phone number there so folks can call on that.
Hold on. Let me get it right here. I ain't got it where I can put it up there, but I can get his phone number. That ain't no problem there. His phone number would be... let me find it here while let them look at that for a minute.
Charles. Yeah, let them look at that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 220-2653. 220-2653. Area code 229. Here, let me do this. I got one even better than that. I can go put it on the chat. Why don't I do that? Charles, I'm gonna put Pickles Perfections. He's probably going to love us giving out his cell phone number, but hey, if they buy a bunch.
Well, if they buy one, I mean, it's business, you know. The worst thing you can do when you try to sell something is keep it a secret.
That's right.
I didn't have his phone number ready, but I just put it on there. It says Pickles Perfections, and there's his cell phone number. Call them. Listen, they got all kind of candied goods. They got fried peanuts by the pound, by the ton, whatever you want, you can get them. Pecans, same way, all ready for Christmas and nice and neatly packaged by Miss Pam Pickle.
Homemade.
And
yesterday was her birthday.
Well, I did not know that. Happy birthday, Miss Pam Pickle.
All right.
Yeah. Pam Pickle. All right, that's the pictures on that. So I got that out of the way for y'all. Y'all give them a call. Pickles Perfections. Hey boys, I got to tell you this. Had a steak today. Our old guy is going to be coming back with us once he gets open in Colquitt at Outlaws Bustin' Barbecue. Supposed to open in about 2 weeks. Called me today and said, "Come, I want you to eat a steak and a baked potato." And son, it was fitting to eat. It was fitting to eat on the square.
You eat it all? You eat the whole steak, Bobby?
I ate the whole steak. I eat the whole ribeye, and I eat the whole baked potato, butter and sour cream, and drank a Diet Pepsi while I was doing it.
Sure, you got to have something to fit it with.
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Was
Okay.
it twice baked potato or just a
No. It was about a 4-pound potato, one of them giant spuds. You know, I don't do a whole lot in moderation. You do understand that, don't you?
Oh,
What
we
about
know.
the salad dressing? What about kind of salad dressing?
No salad, no greens. It was just it was a meat and potato meal. Meat and potato meal. Yeah, but he's planning to open about 2 weeks. Planning to open about 2 weeks. Yep, in Colquitt. Charlie, talking about meat, tell them about our friends.
Locally produced beef, folks. You won't find any better. Prime cuts. You'll find it all at 2 places. One name, Sowega Meats, 27 between Blakely and Colquitt, and the location on the 4-lane in Headland. A lot of great gift ideas. In addition to all the meat, whether it's the beef you're looking for, great cuts of steak, smoked pork chops, bacon, anything you can imagine, cheeses, all available at Sowega Meats. Plus, take a look at some of the items you might find that will be great gift ideas with Christmas right here upon us. Sowega Meats, once again, they've got the great prime cuts of ribeye. They've got the filet, any type ground beef you want. Get it and get it from locally produced meat at Sowega Meats in Colquitt, between Colquitt and Blakely on 27, and in Headland on US 431. Y'all had to excuse my voice. The problem is the preacher up there in the upper left-hand corner of the screen.
I can tell you going south with your voice, John.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know that's aggravating.
Is that what it's done to you? Same thing. Up and down.
Yeah. He was got to where he couldn't hardly make no noise. A couple of weeks ago.
Who was that?
You just wheezed a little bit.
Yeah.
Wheezed. Oh, that's the way it sounded to me. I mean, when I talked to him, try to ask him a question, he couldn't talk.
Well, I thought to start with, he had been off auditioning for a Pentecostal preacher job somewhere, but I guess it was something that really.
Something in his throat. He had some kind of affliction.
Yep, it was a major affliction. Hey, guys, here, I want you to talk about this for a minute. Denver mayor threatens to deploy cops and 50,000 of his residents in a Tiananmen Square moment in order to stop Trump's mass deportation from the city of Denver, Colorado.
We don't need him.
Let me interject. Let me tell you. He's 50,000 people, citizens. Where's he at? In Denver. Do you know how many? I'm going to want you to guess this number. And you'll probably be right. How many of those 50,000 residents that he's going to put out on the street? How many of them are going to stand in front of a armed what you call them thing? Armed motorized vehicle there? Tank. How many of them are going to stand in front of that? None. They're gonna be back home. They're gonna be back home in the yard back there smoking weeds. What they're gonna be doing? They're gonna be out there in the street.
Man, yeah, but he said like a Tiananmen Square. They're gonna
stand in front of a tank.
Yeah, they're gonna stop it. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a group of distraught liberals after the election went to a place on the coast, and they held a screaming event to vent their rage of Donald Trump being elected president.
Good for them.
This is no lie. I mean, I'm telling you truth. You can Google it and you can listen to them, and all they're doing is screaming to the top of their lungs to let out the rage of Donald Trump winning.
Screaming at the ocean, and they're screaming at one of those lakes, one of the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan or somewhere. They're screaming at it.
Yep.
That's gonna work, man. You're gonna get a long way doing that.
Oh yeah.
Keep on doing it. Keep rolling.
You know what that reminds me of? A young'un I've seen in Walmart that didn't get their way and pitched a fit on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And how did that normally, like if you, Floyd, had done that, how would that have worked out for you in your raising?
It wouldn't have been good for me. After about the first scream, I'd have got a bad case of laryngitis like you got. And then we do that.
Your mama would not have tolerated that, would she?
That was automatic. That was automatic. I knew they were. See, in life, there are lines. All in life. You've heard this from me before, Marvin. In fact, I've drawn this before you on a sheet of paper, a straight line across while we were doing a show. It's a line that you do not cross. You can cross it, but there's gonna be some bad consequences. But you know what the problem is now? They don't have no consequences.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
it don't matter.
All right, I got another one. Got another news one. This one's kind of a weird one. Mansion destroyed in Thanksgiving fire when owner tried to fry a turkey. Get it? A mansion. I'm talking a mega mansion destroyed totally in fire when the owner tried to fry a turkey.
See, here's number one. A man that owns a mansion has no clue as to how to fry a turkey. He don't know where to start. Boy, I guarantee you, son, he had that baby cranked up. I mean, it was, I bet that fire, son, he had that element. It was blue hot, and he had that oil of boiling, and he probably threw the frozen turkey. Right, Charlie? Yeah.
That frozen turkey in there. Oh, Lord.
And hey, how about this? The fire department spent 16 hours trying to put the fire out and then ran over the fire hose.
Where was that at, Marvin? That was not in Southwest Georgia, was it?
Let me see where it really was. It was, I'm sure it was a $4 million mansion in the state of Connecticut.
That's it.
Jim Walter did not build.
No, hey. What was his name? What was his name from over around Headland? His son was an evangelist.
George Bryan did not build that home.
George Bryan home, no.
That wasn't George Bryan home.
Or Jim Walter,
burn it to the ground with a frozen turkey.
Yeah, burn it slam. I'm talking nothing but ashes left.
See, let me tell y'all something, ladies and gentlemen. See, that's the difference between a Yankee and a Southerner. That's the difference. Here's your sign. If you go burn your mansion, $4 million mansion down with a frozen turkey, you ain't from South Georgia.
Lord have mercy. You can't make it up.
And the fire truck run over the hose and tore the hose up.
Yeah, tore the hose up, run over the hose and tore it up. They spent 16 hours trying to put the fire out, and there was not even the chimney nor the doorsteps left when they got done.
How do you fight a fire for 16 hours in one house? How do you not put it out? Oh, I bet you they got water rationing up there. They probably got those low flow hoses,
and
water.
Yeah, they probably do that, and then they probably can stream on it for 30 minutes, and then they cut it off for 5, and then they stream.
They got to get permission. Can we pump some more water out, chief? Yeah.
But here's the bad thing. I bet you he tried to fry that turkey in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
It was somewhere. Yeah.
We down here learned. We learned years ago. The nearest in the house you want to get is on the carport. You don't want to get inside the house. Driveway, carport, you can get by with it, but in the house, that is a no-no.
Can you imagine having to call your insurance agent that had the policy on a $4 million policy and say, Mr. Insurance Agent, Farm Bureau or whoever, my house is slam burnt to the ground. Yes, sir. How did that happen? I was cooking a turkey.
Frying a turkey, yeah, with hot grease. You know what he's going to give you? You know what number he's going to give you? Dial a prayer. 1-800 dial a prayer. You own your own. Well, you have to accept some responsibility for your actions, and that's like them consequences we were talking about a while ago. There's consequences to everything you do. Everything you do and say, consequence.
So. Yep. Yep.
Work it out.
Sure.
Ever how y'all want to work it out. Work it out. It's up in Vermont and Martha's Vineyard.
And refer him to Mutual of Mercy Insurance Company.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we give a big shout out to Phillips Auto Parts and the Holstered 9 right there on Highway 27 in Colquitt, Georgia. Phillips Auto Parts, all your auto part needs, whether it's your personal automobile, your agricultural, commercial, whatever, they've got them all. If they don't have it, they can have it to you the next day. Oil, hydraulic fluid, wiper blades, lights for your automobile, whatever it is, go by there and see them. You can also buy one of those Floyd B. Lloyd rabbit pellet grills and the rabbit pellets in there. They've got a gift shop for the ladies and for men in there. And then they also have one of the nicest gun stores around. Huge inventory of firearms, huge inventory of ammunition, all the hunting apparel and paraphernalia. You can get it right there in Colquitt, Georgia on Highway 27, right outside of the tank, right outside of the city, right before you get to the John Deere place. Phillips Auto Parts, the Holstered 9, our good friends. Go by and tell them you heard about them on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Hey guys, it's time for Southern Hissy Fits Trivia Time on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, brought to us by our good friends and our neighbors at Southern Hissy Fits on the square, 109 West College Street in Colquitt, southwestern corner of the square. You can go by there and Miss Vicky will do your embroidering. She can do custom t-shirts, tumblers, do logos, digital designs, caps, anything. You got their own line of candles. They got all kind of gifts. And listen, she's getting cranked up for the holidays. You better get your embroidery in there early if you want to get it done, because I'm telling you what, it's stacking up, but she is there to serve you and serve you with a smile. And our winner tonight will receive a Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show custom car tag, logoed, trademark, and everything by Southern Hissy Fits on the square in Colquitt, Georgia. And our trivia question for tonight. Now pay attention to me. Pay attention close. Pay attention very close. I need the year, the make, the model, and the package of this automobile. Year, make, model, and package. Not just the year, make, and model, but it has a special package, and I got to know about that. I need the year, the make, the model, and the package on this automobile right here. This automobile. And this automobile is owned by none other than the illustrious mayor of the city of Colquitt, Georgia. The mayor of the city of Colquitt.
Why you calling that thing an automobile, Mark?
That's what I want to know. It ain't no automobile, it's a truck.
He wasn't paying attention. He was distracted. He was looking at his Bitcoin returns today.
I guess.
Stock report there, and he got sidetracked.
All right, I just had one come in on the text that said a 77 Ford F100 Lariat. That is not correct. The Ford F100 is correct. The year and the package are not. The year and the package are not. 229-254-5060. That's the number to call right there. A Colt, a 1974 Ranger, nope. A 1976 F-150, nope. That is not it. I'm looking for the year, make, and model, and the package. It is a Ford F-100. It is a Ford F-100. I'm looking for the year and the package on it now. That's the winner's got to give me the year and the package. It is a Ford F-100. We had that by a winner, or someone that did it. Nope, not a 76 F-100 Explorer, Bill. Not that. Not a not a 74. Tony Tab, you got the package on it. It is a Ranger package. It is a Ranger package, but the year is not correct. Year is not correct, but it is I will go that. All right, so Tony's got, between Tony and the other one that came away, I got it is a Ford F-100 Ranger Edition. Ranger Edition. Ford F-100 Ranger Edition. But I'm looking for the correct year. I need the correct year on it. Ford F-100. Let me put it up one more time. Ford F-100 Ranger Edition.
Ford, what motor did that have in it?
We had a 6-cylinder V8, probably a, I don't know, then they might have had like a 390 in it or something for the V8. Or inline 6, that probably got a V8 in it there. That looks like that's got a rigged out. He may have a V8 in that thing.
All right, I had somebody that came back here with a 71. That is not correct. It is not a 75 or a 76. Let's see what else we got.
360.
Tony Tapp said it had a
that's the motor,
360 in it. Yeah. No, it is not a 74 nor a 76. Y'all dancing all around it.
I think his brother had one along about that year model there.
Yeah.
Like Tony's brother had one because he had all kind of automobiles.
Yeah, it is not a 75. It is not a 74. It is not a 76. Come on, guys. There ain't much left. It is a Ford F-100. Ford F-100 Ranger Edition. And I just had to correct one come in. Bill Hornsby, it's not a 78, but I just had one come in from Bob out of Webb, and it is a 1973. And then had our resident undertaker, Emmanuel Hare, come in right behind him, and it's a 1973 Ford F-100 Ranger Edition. 1973 Ford F-100 Ranger Edition. And Bob, you are the winner from Webb, Alabama. You are the winner from Webb.
Bob who?
Hold on. No, Bob, you had it right. It ain't a 72. You had it. Bob Dowie. Dowie, D-O-W-I-E. Yeah, you won it, Bob. It's a 73. You had it there. And then our Emmanuel Hare, he came in second. And then right behind that was Debbie Womble and Kenneth Holt. They had it there too. So, all right, that's our trivia question for
Bob. I think I know Bob. I've had some.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was a horse that right there. All that was like a show horse truck. That wasn't a workhorse truck right there.
Yep.
Show horse. Long wheelbase. You couldn't pull a peanut wagon 10 mile an hour with that thing without it switching back and forth. Or worse than that, a side dump full of shell corn. Try pulling it down with that deal. That won't work neither.
Hey, Charlie, tell them about it.
I tell you, this man right here, Queasel can do it best, and he's not with us tonight. But any problem you got, Billy Shingler at Shingler Law can take care of the legal aspect of that problem. Now, the personal end of it, you're going to have to work out yourself. But the legal part, trust our friends at Shingler Law to take care of it. 229-524-1225. Whether it's a simple matter like you want to make a will out, change a will, whatever the case may be, if you get arrested, there's so many different ways that you will, at some time before you pass, need an attorney. And Shingler Law is the way to go. 229-524-1225.
Hey, guys, I just got a text from Shingler. And
yes,
he's
sir.
doing a special this month. Doing a special. If you buy a burn barrel from Cletus and you need a mediator on dividing up ashes, he will take 50% off of the normal rack rate. 50% off the normal rack rate of that, and he will do the mediation and negotiation of the division of the ashes in the thimble urns.
He's a lawyer. He's a country. He's what you call a country lawyer. He's a country lawyer with city skills, if you will.
Yep. And we appreciate him, and we appreciate all of his services, man.
Not that I've ever used him or had the occasion to use him, but I've heard stories. You know, a story can go a long way with your advancing your career.
Yeah.
And you can hear true stories right here every Thursday night
Every
like
Thursday night.
like folks that get on a horse and ride through the bonfire in Gordon, Alabama.
Man, I wish we. Well, that was Carl Cressman, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Carl.
Yeah. Carl, if you, I know that we talked about this maybe, but if you got a picture of that, we'd love to show our viewers. I mean,
if you got a video of that, we may pay you for it.
Yeah, we'll send you some. We'll send you some money if you got a video of that. Yeah, we will send you some money on that. Hey guys, we got Christmas coming up. I know that I know Donna Seville had their Christmas parade tonight. Enterprise had theirs earlier in the week. Blakely had theirs. Colquitt's got theirs coming up, and just get out. I want to encourage you to get out and enjoy yourself and spread some Christmas cheer. Hey, listen, I know it's a whole lot more than just about buying things and being hustle bustle. It's number one about sharing God's love with other people and reminding ourselves that God loved us enough that He sent Jesus to be born so that we could have eternal life. And I know He probably wasn't born in December. That is not the point.
Irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. Yeah. Irrelevant. I mean, I had people want to argue and say that, I don't know when He was born, but I know we set aside this time to honor it and celebrate it. That's all I know. So
exactly right.
Anyway.
If that's your biggest problem, wondering about what day Jesus Christ was born on, man, you need you some problems.
We need to celebrate it every day.
There you go. Like Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Yeah, every day.
Are you going to preach any more sermons on Thanksgiving out there, Marvin?
Sir?
Are you going to preach any more sermons on Thanksgiving at your church?
I don't know. Every day's Thanksgiving.
Every day's Thanksgiving. And you can feel free to use this. Every day is a holiday and every meal is a feast.
That's it. Yep. Now, is that it? Now, that's already reached public domain. I don't have to pay royalties on that.
You ain't got to pay no royalties on that one. That's
public domain.
You can have this one.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. All right. Well, I appreciate that. I need all the help I can get. I'm kind of like a blind hog looking for.
You listen to people. You absorb. You're like a sponge. You absorb things, and you know what's a good sermon. You know what a good sermon is.
Yeah, and you know what's amazing is that I can be riding down the road and I can hear a gospel song or something, and it's like I just get, that's what you need to preach on this Sunday. And you know what? Most of the time when I'm obedient and I follow that call, it winds up somebody needed that, and I didn't even know about it, and the Lord had it all orchestrated and all of that, and He don't even need me. He used the donkey in the Bible to speak. My wife.
That's what we talking about.
My wife reminds me of that a lot.
Exactly what we were just talking about.
As she should.
It's called motivation. It's what it is. But you got to have you got to have it. You got to have your radio dialed in.
Oh yeah.
You can't be over on the static station. And when the good Lord's trying to talk to you, you got to clear everything out and make sure. You may have to move your radio around a little bit, or something like that, so the antenna's working. But that's it. Just listen to it.
I was it's been 22 years ago, 23, maybe 24 years ago. I was headed to a meeting from Camilla to Albany, and I was on the I can't remember what kind of vehicle it was, but I was listening to a radio station. It was a Christian radio station, and Adrian Rogers was preaching a sermon. One of the greatest preachers of the modern day time, pastored out from Memphis, Tennessee. Great preacher. And he said this when he left the airways. He just said this. He said, God loves you. God really loves you. And I was driving, and I could not get that out of my mind. I kept doing it. And then before I got to Albany, and I was driving. Yes, I'll admit it. I picked up a pen and a paper and penned the words to a song before I got to Albany.
Get out of here. Motivation.
Go ahead.
Yeah. But it just come just like that.
But you was a vessel. You was an empty vessel. You was needing that. And God filled it up. He put it on you there. He filled it up for you. It was full, running over.
Feel full and fulfilled.
Fulfilled and
hey,
running
Billy
over.
Shingler said he can't believe my wife thinks I'm a donkey. I promise you. Hey, I've been called worse than a donkey, though, don't you?
I know. I can imagine some folks that you've told me about that Cody working at Dr.
Oh,
TK's Bar and Grill, a great place. I love it right there. Go in there and get you something good to eat. You'll get good service. You'll get good food. It's a good place to be in. It's got a great atmosphere in there. Good folks come in and out those doors every day and night. They come in and out. They get them something good to eat. They visit with some of their friends. You go in there and you'll see some of your friends. Probably see somebody you hadn't seen in a long time. Y'all patronize these folks right here. He's an old farm boy right here in Miller County, Georgia. Been a farmer his whole life. I think about 10 years old when he got on his first international tractor, hooked to a long, super long peanut picker, picking peanuts, standing up on the platform there. But go see him. He's the guy that owns that thing. And let me tell you, he knows what good food is. He comes from a family that knows what good food is. He's part of that pickle family. Y'all go in there to TK's Bar and Grill right here in Congo, Georgia. Get you something good to eat. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. TK's Bar and Grill.
Hey guys, TC Berryhill. A lot of you don't know him, some of you do. Berryhill Auctioneers, world-class auction company, a good friend of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show since day one. Been with us, will be our exclusive sponsor until we cease or until Jesus comes again of Floyd's List of Impossibilities and a whole lot more.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. That was a good intro there, Bob. And you getting pretty strong on that, son. I'm telling you, you getting pretty strong on that, and that's good. It's always good because he is that kind of fella. I guarantee you. I've known him when when he anyway. I've known him a long time. Let's put it like that. But impossibility, Floyd's List of Impossibilities. I got a few for y'all tonight. I ain't got no long list, so y'all pay attention. Pay attention to me. Impossibility that any former or future president of the United States can be a bigger liar or be more corrupt than Joe Biden.
Amen.
Whose family has been more corrupt than the Biden crime syndicate that you've ever known of in your life? I'm talking about, I'm going back to the Capone crime family. I'm talking about Don Corleone crime. At least Don Corleone had some sense. When you got a complete straight moron running the United States of America, traveling all over the world with a checkbook and a pen in his hand, you got problems. You have got real problems. Impossibility that any person in Angola is more dim-witted than Joe Biden. Y'all see the picture of him over there? Y'all seen the picture of him in there, hadn't you? We dancing with their children and everything. You see the picture of him when the old Angolan president, he was sitting over there. You can see the grease running down his chin. He was sitting over there and he was talking to the microphone. And Joe Biden is asleep at the table. He's asleep. But he got a check for the Angola president in his pocket for $1 billion with a B.
You gotta be kidding.
No.
$1 billion check. And them folks up there in North Carolina where the Hurricane Helene come through, North Carolina, South Georgia, North Florida, all the way through there. Folks, they're sleeping in tents because they ain't got nowhere to sleep. He gives Angola. But see, what's 10%? What's 10% of $1 billion? 100 million. And Joe Daddy, he's the 10% man. Papa Joe's the big guy. He's the 10% man. I wish he was in Guantanamo. And his son Hunter right there with him in the same cell. Both of them right there. Right now. That's what I wish. And he's on something a little bit more light-headed here. It was impossibility that in Amnesty International. Y'all heard of them? Y'all ever heard of Amnesty International? They big peace, world, love and peace operation. Amnesty International will ever blame the Muslims for any kidnapping, murder, or atrocities against Israel. Always Israel's fault. Israel's fault. Oh, they don't have the war crimes. Always Israel, the war crimes. I'm gonna kind of lighten up on y'all a little bit now. Impossibility that New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Y'all have seen him. He got his collar on. He got his tie collar all stuck in there and everything. And two-color shirt he got on and all that kind of stuff. Got his cufflinks on. He's slick, man. He's smooth. He's slick. Impossibility that New York City Mayor Eric Adams is not related to George Kingfish Stevens. Y'all need to look up George Kingfish Stevens, put him on your screen, and then pull up Eric Adams right beside him there and compare. Ain't no way he ain't related to George. George Kingfish is probably his granddaddy. That's who Eric Adams' granddaddy is. Here one now, y'all bear with me now on this one here. Impossibility that you will ever see an episode of Gunsmoke where Matt Dillon rides off with Festus to Brokeback Mountain.
Oh,
that's it. I'm doing. That's an impossibility.
That was a coup de grace right there.
Oh my goodness. Whew. We had a little shower over here a while ago at Cali Crop Insurance each Thursday evening. Helps us out and helps all the farmers in this area. Thanks to Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia. In the morning, boys, you go from 60 this morning to 27 in some locations in the morning, more like 30 in a lot of locations. Then we got a good chance of rain coming in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Look at that. Then we cool back off again. So it's that up and down, day to day, all kind of different combinations there. Got spring type weather on Monday with rain, cold tomorrow, cold Saturday, and then get cold back to the end of next week and more rain by next weekend. And we're not going to complain about the rain, boys, because we need it. We need a lot of catching up on rainfall in this region. Thank y'all for tuning in and joining us every Thursday night. We appreciate it. Thank the good Lord. We're learning so much about the corrupt administration and corrupt government this country's had. And I think when I always say pray for the nation, continue to do that. But also thank the good Lord that something bad has not happened to this nation with the idiots we've had running it. That's the only way I can say it. Idiots we have had running it. Floyd?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Charlie. Good point, man. Stay on your knees. If you ain't got to stay on, you can pray anytime. Driving down the road, whatever you doing on your lawnmower, whatever you doing, wherever you are. Thank the good Lord for what you got. Always exercise your Second Amendment rights. Always exercise your Second Amendment rights. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Don't go nowhere that you are not. Put that cell phone in your pocket or in your pocketbook when you're walking from the department store to your car, or you getting gas, or you coming out of the restaurant going to your car. Put that cell phone down and put your hand in your pocket on your Second Amendment, and you'll be a heap safer. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Surround yourself with like-minded people. And at night, when you lay down and go to sleep in your bed, you start thanking God. Start thanking Him for what He's done for you today. And you'll go to sleep and you'll still be thankful. Good night, y'all.
Hey guys, we love you. Appreciate you joining us. Hope you have a great week. Going to be a cool one tomorrow. Big shout out, Sawega Meat Company, Ziggy B, Shingler Law, TK's Bar and Grill, Holstered 9 and Phillips Auto Parts, Southern Hissy Fitz, Berry Hill Auctioneers, and Kelly Crop Insurance, our sponsors here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Guys, we love you. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Hope you'll be back with us again next week. Don't forget, Sunday's coming. Give the Lord His due. Go to church if you're able to. Worship Him in truth and in spirit. Our passage of scripture today comes from the book of Hebrews. and you have forgotten that word of encouragement that addresses you as sons. My son, do not make light of the Lord's discipline, and do not lose heart when he rebukes, because the Lord disciplines the one he loves, and he chastens everyone who accepts his son. Hebrews. Don't run from the chastening of the Lord. The Lord only chastens those that he loves. So that means that he loves you. That means you're his child for him to chasten. Guys, we love you, appreciate you. Look forward to being with you again next week. Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise, we will be right back here next week, same place, same time, for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But how about this? No matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter who you're with, this week coming up, always be
Be
particular.
particular.
Good night, y'all.